Alright, day 2, Icarus. Last time we recorded this here, we had a little bit of a distraction, which, some people may or may not like. But hey, these are the nature of these videos here. They're totally unscripted. They they sometimes fly completely off the rails, and sometimes they can be fun and entertaining. So today we're going to be looking at the contestants again. This time with a much more laser focus, probably a little bit less deviation and more hyper focusedness. This node here, the warm up node again. If this is your first time ever watching an Welcome to Shield video, hi, and two, um, if you want to know more detailed stuff about each of the nodes, I think I got previous Welcome to Shield videos on the channel where I go into detail about them. But just a quick summation. Captain Marvel punishes you for making matches on your strongest colors in just a second, y'all. What's up? And I promise y'all, at the end of that preamble that I wouldn't have had a distraction, and we got one anyways. Anyway. So what I was saying, Captain Marvel, she punishes you for making matches in your strongest color. Her black ability creates a countdown tile, which creates strike tiles. When it reaches 0, she'll do damage, and then it feeds into her yellow ability. Her yellow ability passively strengthens any strike, attack, or protect tiles whenever a countdown tile reaches 0, and then the active portion of her yellow can make any countdown tile immediately go to 0. Gwenpool, she has a code with her exploits. You go on the internet, you can find the exploits code. Her black ability sends her teammates airborne, creates a pretty strong projectile, and then she's out in front. And then her green ability has 2 portions. Passively, at the start of the battle, she creates a Chekhov's gun tile, and if it's matched away or destroyed, for 10 green, she can use the Chekhov's gun to effectively do an indirect targeting attack. Well, not it's how can it be indirect targeting when that would be a thing. So she does indirect damage to either everybody on your team, 2 people on your team, or 1 person on your team. So it's just random damage indiscriminately. Doctor Strange punches us for firing off any of our abilities. His blue ability stuns the target, creates a countdown tile that drains AP from us, and whatever tile is selected. And his purple ability just destroys strike, attack, protect tiles. Don't really matter. Alright, that's the quick and dirty of those 3 there. Bullseye, again, mine is just a 1 cover Bullseye, but again, we'll take a look at them again real quick. Purple ability, anytime you match a purple tile, you match purple on the board, he creates a protect tile on the board, and depending upon where you have his purple leveled at, it'll either be a minimum of 5 tiles that you can have, or it'll be completely uncapped. His black ability creates a critical tile on the board. If you have this here at level 5, he'll create 2 critical tiles on the board. And if you have um, up to 4 critical tiles on the board. When you activate his black ability, you'll do um, a little over 5,000 damage. Well, close to 6,000 damage with his black ability. And then his green ability allows you to target basic tiles on the board and destroy up to 5 of them at level 5. You can always, you can use that to cause cascades, to make match fives, whatever the case might be. Alright, and then I think I mentioned in the previous video about people you can pair them up with. I think I said the Dark Avengers, so that'll be, Dakin and Ares flanked around alongside of them. Like those will work. Because again, strike tiles with Dakin, because Ares is matching green. You got the choice of using either Ares green to, you know, to hurt an opponent, or you can do the board shape with Bullseye for 11. Bullseye's black power would be the only active black power. That you have a dead ability in purple. Ares can use his red rampage, and that damage will be increased by Dakin strike tiles, and then Thunder, doing target damage, and then restoring Ares back to some amount of health. But if you were in 4-star land and you wanted to use Bullseye, then America Chavez and Karnak, because they create critical tiles. Bullseye wants critical tiles. Once you do all the shenanigans with both of them with critical tiles, there you go. Or if you just want to use the 5-star version, use oh my goodness, Killmonger. Killmonger would work with Bullseye, and you create critical tiles that way. Though I don't think you would. Well, I mean, you could. I mean, it'll conceivably work. Here we're just gonna try and blow through everything, because I don't care, Carol. See, that's the energy manipulation there. And, boom. So one turn, one kill with Thanos. I'm about to call him Canos, like he's cancer. Like the oh my goodness, the astrology sign. There we go. Jeez. All right, here don't really matter, because I don't care about aim splicer. Luke Cage, anytime we fire for power, he creates a projectile. It can remove projectiles at level 5. Red pretty much says, hey, I'm gonna do damage to you. I just hope you don't have any enemy special strike attack or projectiles on the board, because if you do, that's gonna be weaker. And his yellow ability says, hey, any strike attack or protect or any special tiles that are on my team's board or team side, like I'll just fortify those there. Wasp flip flops any strike and protect tiles to their opposite component. So if you flip flop all protect tiles, they become strike tiles. If they're strike tiles, they become protect tiles. And then if you got a combination of both, it'll flip them to the opposite parent. Blue states, hey, I'm gonna create a countdown tile. I'm gonna steal AP from you, but if you match it away, you're gonna get punched in the face, and I'm gonna do damage to you. And that's a passive ability, but she needs at least somewhere between 6 and 8 blue to do that. And then finally, her black ability says, hey, I'm gonna do target damage to you, but if I have those, 6 to 8 blue from my countdown tile ability, I'm gonna stun you for some number of turns. Alright, so that's that. Colossus, I know I mentioned about yesterday. He's a yellow, black, and red user, not in that particular order, of course. And I'm looking for 5-star Deadpool. That's what's taking me so long. So again, Colossus yellow ability cost 8, creates a countdown tile on the board, and all damage on the board um like as far as matches goes, Colossus will hop out in front. He'll resist about 50% of the damage. It's like as long as that countdown tile is on the board after it reaches 0, Colossus won't be out in front. Um, his red ability does does a small amount of damage. If he's out in front, it does massive damage, and then does damage to the enemy team. So, if you're familiar, for those who are familiar with 5-star Colossus, 5-star Colossus essentially has a similar thing where if 5-star Colossus is out in front, he'll do massive damage, but if he's in the back, he'll do a small amount of damage. And then his red ability costs 11, and then fastball special, which costs 13, sends a selected ally airborne except for Colossus. When the airborne is done, the ally will fire off a random power. Um, you'll do damage to the target, and then the ally will get a small amount of damage done to them because after being hurled in the air by Colossus, yeah, you're probably going to be hurting. So people that would work well with Colossus, anybody that has any active powers that you can use, like Scarlet Witch. Again, I'm just looking here on the 5-star portion, like Scarlet Witch, um, Doctor Strange, Thanos, obviously, Deadpool, Professor X, blah blah blah. Immortal Hulk, he would work. But someone like America Chavez, again, she doesn't work because all of her abilities are passive. Then, like I said, as far as pairing folks up with Colossus, anybody that has that wants to be sent, that has some airborne shenanigans, you can use Colossus with. Though again, I wouldn't use him with Vulture because that's just a waste of black. Anyway, go this way, even though the green probably would have been a better, use of my time, but yeah. Thanos' second shot is purple, so there we go. I probably should just turn off all the animations because this is gonna get. Well, I'll turn them off when we get to that final note with Cyclops. All right. This is the Icarus node, or I should say the Rogue node with Icarus. Toughen up. All right. Iceman and Scarlet Witch are gonna get fed purple by the commander because she's a goon. Scarlet Witch's purple will stun the target for 5 turns and then do team damage. Well, she stuns a random person for 5 turns and then does damage indiscriminately to the team. Her green ability, Hex Balls, costs 9. Does it does a little small board shake, but it destroys destroys the selected tile and then some random tiles adjacent towards it, and you obviously gain AP. And then her blue ability is a passive, creates a 3-turn countdown tile. When it reaches 0, it creates some number of purple tiles on the board. you know, based on what's surrounding it. Iceman, his green ability, Whiteout, does team damage, does additional damage based on the number of blue tiles on the board. Uh, Alright, so his blue ability costs costs 6 to start up, and then another 6 for the additional portion. So his the initial startup of this blue is is a is a 4-turn stun. It creates a 4-turn countdown tile that stuns the target for 4 turns. If you have another 6 blue, you can destroy the countdown tile and then effectively do a ton of damage to whomever you select to let the damage be done to them. And then this purple ability converts some number of purple tiles on the board. Convert some number of red tiles on the board to blue. You can cause cascades and all that there. And you see his purple lies into Iceman's green ability. So that's that. Rogue. So I think we went into detail. We went into some detail about her, but not enough detail. Green is a power siphon. Hey, I'm gonna prevent you from gaining AP in a particular color. And oh hey, once I get enough AP in the color that I block, I'm gonna do massive damage to you, and I'm gonna do a small amount of damage to myself. And again, that costs 5. Her red ability destroys a selected 3x3 block of tiles. This obviously costs 12. Um, you'll gain AP from the tiles you destroyed, and +2 you'll do you'll do like a good amount of damage to the enemy team. And then finally, her yellow ability is the most annoying ability, at least for some people. That if you match yellow, red, or green, which happen to be her colors, she jumps out in front. She'll resist some of the damage dealt to her. And then if she's out in front, if you fire off a power, she's gonna, nullify some of that there. So the main thing you want to do is you want to try and get rid of Rogue as quick as you can. Like if you got someone like a 4-star Blade or whatever, like make sure you're not power blocked off of red, and then just randomly get rid of those the entire team with the indiscriminate damage you're doing with him. As far as teammates to pair her up with, I mentioned 5-star Professor X because the whole X-Men synergy with Professor X. Professor X will increase the amount of AP that you need to fire from increase the enemies AP that they need to fire off a move. Obviously level 5, then that would increase to red, green, and yellow. But at level 3, it's just red and oh my goodness, red and green, and then plus Professor has a built-in match damage reduction too, with the number of X-Men that he has on his team. And then of course his match 5s, that's a thing. Iceman would be, a perfect third person, because then it's like this. It's like, okay, well, I got a lot of people to chew through. Gotta chew through Iceman, who's got damage resistance with his champion defender. Professor's gonna have damage resistance, and then you got Rogue with damage resistance. So it's just a nightmare all around. In 4-star land, Hey, Peggy Carter, you break out Peggy Carter, you break out Rogue, and then you then you have somebody who's just equally as annoying up in the background, you know, and then it's like this is like, okay, well, who am I gonna knock out first? But obviously, you use Polaris can get around most of that there because of her, you know, her abilities. No, I think here is that with Rogue, since I gotta contend with Iceman and old Scarlet Witch, let's bring in Red Hulk. And the reason why, because I'm gonna be feeding, because I want some purple today. I know Icarus kind of wants purple too, but with Red Hulk, it's like num num, eat 'em up. All right, now I couldn't get this here started up fast enough, but you'll see what I'm gonna do in a second. All right, gloves off. Target her. All right, cool, Bobby. You built the snowman. Cool. Well, Icarus is going airborne. Is that he's like, I'm not in any of this. He'll take the match 4. Is that Grand Hulk will wake up in time to to do his thing, hopefully. Alright. Well, Snowman's been built. I will be building another snowman, but I need all that grain. Alright, Icarus and fire with Cosmic Blast. I want to weaken them. Oh man. Okay, decisions. Because I don't have enough green to finish him off completely with Red Hulk. Red Hulk, you might have to be on ice for a minute, brother. Alright, Icarus, time for you to do your thing, amigo. I'll have to live with the strike tiles on the board. Oh, Rogue will jump out in front. Well, it doesn't really matter now because Rogue can sacrifice herself now. Bye, Bobby. And now, drain all that there. I probably, now that I think about it, I probably should have used I should have probably used the power siphon. I mean the Rogue's green ability again, and then fire it off. Well, no, I'd have been short. Now that I think about it, either way, I'd have been short. Gloves off. I need all that purple. So you see right there with Rogue, like I said, the way to get around Rogue's annoying is, you know, a stunner. That's why I said, you know, you got Polaris. It's like yeah, you can get around Rogue. All right, and finally the main event of the evening, the note that everybody typically has trouble with, the test of skill, and like I said, I need to turn the animations off. Um, Decoy will feed Riri Williams green with Riri. Her green ability sends the target and herself airborne for some number of turns. Drive is like you get the initial damage done to you. Riri can be, you know, can be sent additional turns airborne, you know, depending upon if you have special tiles on the board or not. Her red ability does does um, does team damage, but it doesn't hit the target. Um, the target opponent hits the opponents behind the target. If there's only one person left, then it'll do single target damage. And then finally, her red ability. I mean, oh my goodness, her red ability. Her blue ability swaps the middle of the tiles on the board. Uh, trans transforms them into red charge tiles, and then you know after the damage is done from the power, the board will settle, and then whatever cascades are made from the swapping will occur. All right. So her blue ability cost 9, her red ability costs 11, and her green ability this costs 9 as well. Is it 8 or 9? One of the two. Anyway, I think it's 9. I think two are 9 and one's 11. And then Mockingbird, her red ability costs 9, creates a fortified countdown tile. When that fortified countdown tile reaches 0, it'll do damage to the target. But if she has at least if she has one countdown tile on the board, it'll do damage to both her and us, but it'll be a smaller amount of damage. Her yellow ability punishes us for making match 4s. If we make a match 4 and she has enough AP in the color that we made a match 4 in, she'll have one of her allies fire off a random power, or herself fires off a random power, and then it'll go from there. And also too, it steals AP anytime you make a match 4. So if you make a match 4, off top she's taking some AP from you. And then her purple ability, it costs I'm trying to think here, is this 9 or 8? One of the two. But it does a steal from your strongest color to and adds it to whatever her strongest color might be. Alright? So like I said, stupidly annoying. I don't think here. Do I want to do this here? We'll do this here. We're gonna do this here with 4 stars. But I need. Oh, I know who I'm bringing in. Bringing in Elsa Bloodstone. All right. If this doesn't work, then what we'll do, we got a backup plan. And I promise you, the backup plan will work. So, Cyclops Phoenix 5, we talked about him briefly, but now we can talk about him in full detail. He's a yellow, red, and green user, not in that particular order. His red ability Phoenix Blast, like I mentioned in the video yesterday, this is essentially Green Jays, Green Jays, Jean Grey's red ability, but without the negative consequences. Well, if you want to consider repeater tiles for negative consequences, I mean, okay, sure, but it does target damage. It creates a repeater tile, and then I also mentioned something about Robbie Reyes' old green ability where it destroys a green basic tile. Then at at higher levels, more repeater tiles and a little bit more damage. You know, so that's that. Savior Mankind, like I mentioned, this is a combination of the 3-star and 4-star Cyclops' uh, affinity for team up tiles. Because again, Cyclops is a leader. Cost 7. For every team up tile that you have, it'll do some sort of a swappage. And then if you have no active allies, then this power here becomes Dark Phoenix Unleashed, where you destroy all their team up tiles and you do damage to the enemy team based upon the number of team up tiles that you had stored away. And obviously Cyclops cannot be stunned. And then Disarming Gaze stuns a random enemy for 2 turns, and then turns basic red tiles from enemy strike tiles first, or whatever the case might be protect tiles. That's why I said whatever the case might be. And and again, when I used them yesterday, I used them with Shang-Chi, because again, his green can convert some number of tiles to red, and then the Savior Mankind to get the AP the attack tile. I mean, not the attack tile, but the max damage stuff going. Another person you can pair up Cyclops with is 5-star Thor, though my Thor ain't really ready for this fight here. And plus 2, Cyclops is is not even champion, so it just really be Thor putting in work. But the idea is that when Thor's at 50% health, you'll get enough AP to fire off, all of Cyclops' abilities, specifically the yellow ability, to where you can make everybody's max damage a lot stronger. And how it's programmed with 5-star Thor, his green God of Thunder passive portion allows him to make some sort of tile destruction on the board. And the way that it's coded in the game, it allows him to do even more damage, when Cyclops does his the increase in match damage. Alright. So I got 2 ways how I'm gonna tackle this. The first way I'm gonna tackle it, to get enough red from oh, well, cool, Icarus is airborne. That's fine by me. Alright, I kind of needed some sort of enemy special tiles on the board, but again, I can relax. I really don't want to feed her any more of her abilities, but Let's see. Let me think. Don't wanna. Well, now we can fire off. Okay. Well, like I said, if I had special tiles on the board, that would have really helped out the reread portion. But all right, well, there's the decoy gone. All right. This is gonna hurt a little bit, a lot. All right, it's time for Plan B. And what I mean by Plan B, uh, like Plan B is Colossus. That's literally what I mean by Plan B. So let's revive him. Let's bring in Colossus, and for those of you who know what Colossus does, Colossus just says, yeah, all that max damage you guys are doing, yeah, no. And then he also his max damage is increases his allies as well. Like, you're probably like, oh man, now we gotta do the 5-star solution. Yeah, no, I know. Okay, we'll try and figure out a 4-star solution in a moment. I mean, I got one, and he'll work too, but I need time. That's the thing. I need time. Alright, let's get Riri gone. Red. Fire off Icarus's abilities. Okay, Colossus is gonna make sure that we, you know, we're gonna be A-okay. Fire up Disarming Gaze, stun Riri. We'll wait one turn, and the reason why I'm saying we're waiting one turn is so I can pop off Colossus's red ability. I mean his black ability, because I'm thinking about the 4-star version. I mean the 3-star version of Colossus. All right, Cosmic Blast. That's you gone. Let me see here. Neutralization. That one's gonna stun. Yeah, I don't want any damage done to me. So. Alright, Icarus can take all of this. Shock. Send him airborne. Let Cyclops do his thing. Oh no, you stunned Colossus. Whatever will I do? Alright, so that's the 5-star solution there. Like I said, I'm just gonna break out Colossus and go from there. But the 4-star solution, where is my boy Legion? Because this is gonna take a little bit longer than than I would anticipate. But what we're gonna do it with Legion, and the main thing what we're gonna do with Legion, we want to get it to where we can get his black ability active, or we can actually use we'll use one of his AP suppressing abilities as well. So I want to wait just a little bit, just a little bit. All right. Now let's pop green. Alright, now he'll swap to the Delusionist. Alright. Send him airborne. Use the Origamis to protect, you know, his black tile. See, and that's the reason why I fortified it. Now put that on red, on green, and now literally, what is the AI gonna do? Oh, you like green? No, you can't use green. And then we can recast it. Get out the McCullough Yaster. And like I said, we essentially just defeated the hard node. Yeah, you don't get any red either. Let's go with the match 5. Yep, Cyclops is dead. Oh well. Nope. Alright, fire up the Origamis, fortify some tiles. And again, the only thing we gotta worry about is making sure we have enough yellow to revive Icarus. And now he's airborne, Dave is invisible. Now the AI is in the conundrum. Well, what do we do? It's like, well, I can't fire up any of my powers because Legion is invisible. What's name is invisible. It's like, oh no, you stolen my red. Whatever will I do? How can you stun an invisible target? That's all I want to know. see now. So now we're back fortified. It's like, okay, now you can fire off either bombshell or, you know, whatever the case might be. But here's me. Nope. Now we gotta get some more yellow on the board, or make some more yellow matches so that Icarus can rise again. This is one I'm not gonna take for the team. Like, it can, like, that tile there can be destroyed. I don't care. As I said, we still got two invisibility tiles. You know. And we still got, you know, other abilities too. Again, even if that one gets matched away, I'm totally fine by it. Because again, we got enough black to recast it again. Oh no, you took out Icarus again. Whatever shall. So, whatever shall I do? Man, if there was a way to that I could revive this man, this would be amazing. Oh wait. Well, see, the problem is, Mockingbird, my strongest color, well, it's not any of the colors that you're after, girl. Speaking of which, yeah, let's take some of that there. Take advantage of oh my goodness, of Icarus while he's in the air. Now we'll go ahead and drop out both of these Makoto Yesters and, you know, let it do its thing. More gifts of levitation. We'll match this way. Selfless intervention. Okay, send them airborne. See now if I was using oh my goodness, the character was just using that too long ago. Elsa Bloodstone, I would have been able to use her red ability to snatch Riri out of the air and you know, effectively tell her no. So at least I know gift of levitation works even with when a person's airborne, because it makes sense though, because she's, you know, she's in the back. Fire off that power there again. Grab some more yellow, more gift of levitation, and now Icarus is back down, and there you go. So there's a 4-star solution there with Legion. All right. And I didn't realize this is gonna be another 50-minute video, but whatever. So tomorrow we'll be looking at day 3, you know, the Star-Lord thing and Mordo node, as well as all the other nodes. I think it's because I had animations on, that's why it took over 50. Well, it's gonna take 50 minutes. But we got one last thing we got to do. We had to take a look at the Icarus and Friends vault, and then I promise we're gone. So as you can see here, a little bit of ISO 8, 2-star heroes, you know, the building block of the game. your 3-star heroes. They're starting from Captain America on, guaranteed Icarus covers at 4-star. One of the featured characters from the Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D, which is Rogue. Then also the Colossus, who's featured. Then other random 3-stars as well. You know, your heroic tokens, your elite tokens, and then your basic tokens, and then legendary tokens. So no sense in letting these here go to waste. You know, open all 3 of these here on camera, and then if I get any more, you know, we'll open them on camera as we go. Alright, so that's it for this event here. We'll catch you guys tomorrow with the introducing Icarus, and then day 3 as well, and whatever else goodies that Marvel Puzzle Quest has in store for you and I. So y'all have a good one.